Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. So glad you're here today. Today's video is part of a hop for Kendra's Card Challenge in which we are featuring our super sponsor, Gina K. And today I'm going to be working with some Gina K product. I've got this stamp and die combination pack that is called So Very Sweet. And included with the stamp and the dies, Gina includes a magnetic sheet. And this is a solid one. I mean, it is a really nice magnet piece for all your dies. And so I'm just kind of throwing them down here on here. But you actually have to layer them inside of each other because there are so many dies in this set. You've got something for everything, all of your sentiments and all of your elements. So you can see I'm just layering them in there. But anyway, I'm going to make a card with this set and we're going to do some coloring and we'll talk about the challenge and the hop and let's just get started. So I'll just get my desk cleared off and I'm going to bring in the stamp set. I'm going to grab my Misty and I've got some watercolor. It's just some Canson watercolor paper. It is a scrap piece that I had in my craft room. I'm working on trying to use up scraps these days because I got a lot of scraps. And I'm just going to lay 2 of the strawberries down and a leaf. And I'm going to use one of the sentiments that says Sweet Birthday Wishes. And we'll get them laid down on here. And this is the first time using this set, so I'm going to have to condition them a little bit with my hands, trying to rub across there and just get them all ready to receive ink. And I'm just going to grab my Memento black ink pad and I'm going to get stamping on this. So we'll just do some tapping lightly and we'll get to pressing and then we'll stamp our images down. And I tried to go light on the sentiment because it is a real fine sentiment and it stamped out very well. I saw a couple spots on the strawberries, so I thought I'd just hit everything one more time since it is the first time using the stamp. And we'll get to pressing on this. Now today's hop is a giveaway hop in which you have a chance to win a digital prize from Cards by Kendra. Kendra will be offering up a digital prize and you can enter to win by clicking on the description box below and filling out the form to win. So I'm going to bring in some of my markers. I've got some greens and some pink and reds that I'm going to be using on this and we'll just get to coloring. So I'll start off telling you a little bit about Kendra's Card Challenge and then we'll probably just play a little music if we have time. So to participate in Kendra's Card Challenge, first you need to download the PDF that has all of the cutting guides and the sketches in it, and then complete all 15 sketches. You'll take a single picture of all 15 cards at once, and you'll enter it into the appropriate folder for the challenge. This challenge runs July, August, and September, so you'll still have time to submit a set for August and a set for September and have 2 chances to win. You have additional chances if you want to participate in the sketch challenges and put pictures of sketches in the folder. And you also, by joining Kendra's Patreon group, you can have access to additional bonuses such as the monthly bonus add-ons and the mystery sampler kits and the mystery kits that she provides. So if you're interested in that, you'll want to check out her Patreon page. I'll link everything in the description box below so you can check it out. And I'd encourage you to play. It's a lot of fun, and there are lots of prizes. That first slide that I showed you in the beginning, I think lists all of the different sponsors that are included. Anyway, so I encourage you to check it out. It's just a lot of fun. We have a really good design team that does a lot of videos and stuff, so if you need some inspiration, you can check them out. In fact, this hop, the link to the hop is in the description box, and if you click play all, it'll just move you through all of the designers' makes, and you'll be able to check that out. And you can also fill out the form to win on each of the designer sites, and that will increase your chances to win. So I'd encourage you to check it out. So I've been able to get all of my coloring done, didn't even need to play any music. So we'll come back down to somewhat normal speed. This is the sketch that I am going to be doing, and it is sketch 4. And I've got a 110-pound hammer mill card base that I created myself. I'm bringing in an A2 size panel that I have embossed with a lattice embossing folder. And I'm just going to get my glue press and get this embossed panel laid down on my card base. And there we go. It laid down nicely, and it actually lined up quite nice. I'm really happy with that. So this sketch calls for 2 different pieces of pattern paper that you're going to lay down on your card base. So I'm just going to get them lined up and get them laid down there. And I tried to figure out my placement so that I would have an equal margin around the sides and the top. And I'll just get my green piece laid down there, and I will then get my pink piece adhered. And I thought these colors were just perfect since we had colored the strawberries, and I thought it would look nice together. So I'm going to get those laid down. And then the sketch also calls for a strip, about 1/4 of an inch of a strip that's going to go clear across your card base, on your panels and then down on your card base. And so I'm just bringing in some of these strips from another one of our super sponsors, and I'm going to get them laid down on here, and we'll just snip them at the edge. And I'm going to put this piece back so I can use it for later, and I'm going to get another full piece, and I'm going to line it up, and I'm just creating roughly 1/8 of an inch strip there by using these peel-offs. And so I'll get it laid down in a minute. I kind of struggle with it for a minute, but we'll get it laid down there, and then we'll have it on there. And I did notice that I actually cut it short, so I'll fix that later, and we'll have the 2 strips that go exactly across the base as they should. And so it also calls for a panel in the center, and it's 2 layers. And so I'm going to grab some more scraps from my paper pad and get it cut down to the appropriate size, and I'll bring it in, and then I'm going to bring in a white panel as well. So the white panel will be the basis for our strawberry and leaf pieces. And I thought it was kind of stark. I do have the white around the outer edge, so I didn't want to necessarily leave it that way. So I just brought in some Kitsch Flamingo ink, and I'm just blending the panel and adding some pink to it. And I think it'll tie everything nicely together. And I'm kind of getting a little dark around the edges and lighter in the center, which it doesn't matter. Most of it's going to be almost all covered up anyway, because the strawberry images and the leaf they're fairly large. So we'll just layer these 2 up. I'm just going to lay the pink panel right on the green, and we'll just layer them up and get it lined up nicely. And then I'm going to actually pop this panel up. I'm going to bring in my strawberries and try and figure out how I want to align these, because this is a pretty good amount of stuff for the size of the panel that I'm laying it on. But I think I've decided I'm going to kind of tilt my strawberries and tuck my leaf in there and then put my cinnamon on top. So we'll just get the leaf glued down first, and then we'll layer up these other things. And I think that'll look nice on there. And then we can put our cinnamon right on top of it. So I'm just going to tuck it in there and then put the last one right on top of it. Get it pressed down on there. And I'm going to I've got some really thin foam strips, and I'm just going to bring one in and just pop this sweet birthday wishes up on top of those strawberries. And I think it'll be a really nice birthday card. I've got some birthdays coming up, so this will be handy. So I'm going to lay it down there on my strawberries, and then I'm going to get it positioned right on my card base. And like I said, I'm going to pop it up. So I'll bring in 3 strips of foam tape, and that'll just add a little bit of dimension and shadow to our card. And I really like how this turned out. I can see myself using this stamp and die set a lot. It's really pretty, and I only touched the surface. There are other elements that I didn't get to use, but I really think this card turned out nice. And this is where I'm noticing that my strip's a little off, but I do fix it, and you'll notice that in the picture. Now, the sketch does call for something in the upper right-hand corner, it had a star on the sketch, but I'm just going to bring in 2 enamel dots, put it up in that corner, and then 1 in the bottom, and that'll finish it off. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.